Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Travel Club Zoom, where I'm going to be explaining exactly how our travel club works, how you can get affordable travel, how we can take the stress and strain away from traveling the world. I'm a single mum of four from Manchester, and I was outpriced in the travel market for a long, long time. It's not until I found this new way of booking my travel, making it more affordable, that I've actually just fresh off a flight from Spain where I took my kids away for the very first time. And I'm going to share with you exactly how I've done that. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to turn my video off. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through and you're going to manifest smooth sailing with our technology tonight, aren't you? That's what you're going to do. Positive vibes, positive thoughts, and all that lot. So, welcome to Affordable Travel with Team Dragonflies. You can see a few of us there with the CEO, Mr. David Hart. We were fortunate enough to meet him a few years ago when he came over to the UK from the States. And we believe that we should be exploring the world whilst healing the soul. Personally, I know that travel is really important for our emotional wellness. It's actually scientifically proven to improve our mental health. So, what better way to be able to travel than do it affordably? Because that's one of the things that stops most of us from actually getting out anywhere, is the cost of it. Now, this company has been around for, it's in its 11th year. We've got a couple of head office spaces, one in Madrid, Spain, one in Temecula, California. And in the middle there, you can see David and Adela Hart. They are the founders of this company, and they are incredible people. We've been fortunate enough to meet both of them, and they're called Hart for a reason. Their surname is Hart, but they have a heart. They have a big heart. They've got 7 children. And what they realized many, many years ago was travel was really important for families. And what they found was people could not afford to go and travel. So they came up with a solution to that problem, and that is our travel club. And I'm going to go through with you some of the details as to how we save money. But first, I want to let you into a bit of a secret. 95% of the search engines that you probably use online are owned by 2 companies. So when you're going ahead and looking on one, comparing it to another one, the likelihood of that being owned by the same company is really high. And what that means for us is we're actually being played off against ourselves, if you like. And for me, that rings alarm bells because I like things to be really clear, really transparent, really open. And if that's not happening, I want to know why. Just have a watch of
If
this.
you've ever booked travel using Orbitz, Expedia, Priceline, Trivago, or one of the others, you're overpaying every time you use them. You're going to want to see this and learn how you can benefit from this knowledge.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of 2 companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumers Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time. And Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking site.
Now, we all know that people are wanting to make money from travel. Agents want to make money. Big corporate sort of travel businesses, they want to make money. Of course they do. But I think when it becomes cutthroat, which I feel that the travel industry can be at times, I feel that that's going a stretch too far. So what we do, we're independent completely of any of those search engines, of any of those companies. We have our own independent search engine, which I'll show you in a moment, but we also have access to cheaper activities, cheaper shopping, dining, entertainment, anything that you can think of that you want to do in your spare time, or even for work, if you book hotels because you work away, we can help you save money on that. And there's three main ways in which we do that. I'm going to go through the first one, which is our search engine. This is completely independent of those others that we mentioned already. And this is just one example of what you can get in Portugal. Now, the £3,037 saving is the commission that Booking.com add on to their price. So the flat rate price that we give you with our search engine, we don't have any commission added on to that price, is £2,134. If you're going to book the exact same room with Booking.com, it's £5,171. So you can see the kind of margins that they mark up. And this is not unusual. There are many examples of this across the board. Here's another one for you. Now, the couple that you see there, they're Daryl and Maria Roberts, personal friends of mine, but also a couple of the top earners within our company, because you can take this as a customer. You can get the cheap and affordable travel, or you can turn it into a business. I'm not going to talk in much detail about the business side of things. If that's of interest to you, please speak to me after this, because there are other things that you can watch to find out about that. But look at the saving that they made. When I've done the conversion rates, so this is in dollars, they're an American couple, power couple, they're absolutely amazing, they're so beautiful. They saved £837 on this. That's how much commission that a search engine was going to add. We get it commission free. So you can see how effective the savings are. Now, the next two parts that I want to share with you, they kind of work together in some ways. What you have with our membership, you have a monthly subscription. That monthly subscription is affordable, so there's different rates that you can choose. But what happens with that subscription is it's doubled up and returned to you in the form of points that you can redeem against trips like this. And those points that you can redeem against getaways, which is the second part of our membership, or the third part, which is our world tours. I'm going to talk about world tours in a second, but getaways are trips for you and your family or you and your friends. You choose the dates, you choose the location. There's over 400,000 rooms to choose from with this option. And you can see some of the prices there. Canary Islands, this is for a week. £6 for a family of 4. It should be 800. So the reason that we get these kind of prices is because you are paying for a premium product. The product is discounted travel, highly discounted travel. And the way that we get the prices like this is because Adela and David Hart, who I mentioned at the beginning, they've been in this industry for over 30 years, and they've got some incredible contacts. They've made such an incredible impact on the travel industry, the affordable travel industry, that they have the exclusivity. There's no other company in the world that can provide the rates that we do. Cabo San Lucas, £119 for a week for a family of 4. Orlando, which is always a favourite with families, £114 for a week for a family of 4 for a 2-bedroom suite. Now that's in Kissimmee in Florida. We also get discounts on theme park tickets. So if you've ever dreamed of going to Disney Florida, that's the rate that you would pay for the room for a family of 4. Now, it says in big letters at the bottom, we are not a timeshare. We are certainly not a timeshare. I don't know if you've ever come across timeshares. I have. And I would not touch them with a barge pole. You are signing your life away. You end up paying tens of thousands of pounds for a small fraction of time within your timeshare. We don't have the restrictions that a timeshare has, and we don't have a fraction of the price that you pay with a timeshare. We also don't have a contract, so you don't have to sign in blood like you do with some. Here's an example of a getaway that I took. Cut off a bit abruptly there, but that's Pine Lake in Carnforth. Absolutely beautiful place to stay. I took my family not long after lockdown ended. I was one of the first families to actually travel within the UK after lockdown ended. And we went and stayed for a week. And there's 6 of us in our family, or there was at the time, and we paid £654. We saved £617. And that's because I had the points to redeem against that. So it's pretty effective, as you can see, and it's a beautiful place. My eldest son actually came home and said it's the best holiday he's ever had. We've had other holidays since, so he's changed his mind, but that's another story. The third aspect of our membership uses those points again. So the points that you're getting each month when you pay your subscription, the amount you pay is doubled up. It's returned to you in the form of points. You can redeem those again against World Tours. World Tours is curated group travel. So these trips are pre-planned. They're prepaid for and pre-planned. And they are at set times. And the idea of these, if you have ever known as a travel agent or you've been a travel agent, what travel agents have is what we call FAM trips, familiarization trips. And they take time to go and visit new hotels, new resorts, so that they can have an experience that they can pass on to the customers and recommend. This is in a similar kind of idea, but the prices we get are much better than any travel agent rate you can imagine. Now, I'm going to skip over Venice for a second because there's something important I want to tell you about that. But Dubai, 6 days in a 5-star hotel, breakfast every day, £79. It should be over £3,000. Montego Bay, Jamaica is a special one because this is all inclusive. £490 for 5 days in an all-inclusive resort. That's pretty special. Now, the Venice trip originally started at the members rate of £289. However, I'm going on this trip next Wednesday. You get 5 days, 4-star hotel, breakfast included. There's a glass factory tour included. And we have a complimentary water shuttle to take us from the airport to the hotel. And I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. I'm solo on this one. I'm going to be meeting some business partners whilst we're there, but I'm not taking the kids on this one. And that's kind of a wonderful thing to think about. Although I love them very dearly. This has actually cost me $1, which is 80 pence in UK money. And what happens with World Tours, they put extra dates on. So the Dubai one, for example, is very, very popular. We're all over the world as well. We're in 65 countries all over the world. So there's people from all over the world that are going on these trips. Dubai is very popular. Las Vegas is very popular. The Venice one wasn't so popular, but has become popular. So they'll either reduce the price that it's out at. You're not told this in advance. You don't know until it happens, but they can reduce the price or they can add additional days. So I know there was a trip once to Las Vegas that was sold out. They added extra dates, and I was meant to go on one of those trips, but unfortunately, I couldn't, just because of technical problems and logistics and stuff with the kids. But they accommodate every aspect of what we want and what we're looking to get from the membership as well. So it's really, not only is the price good, everything else is as well. So this was a trip from last year that I took with my business partner, Daryl, and this was to Budapest. And you can see the price there. We saved £500 on this trip. But not only that, if you saw any of the video there from the nighttime, we went on a night tour of the Castle District. We got a discount for that tour. We also went on, the open top buses that they have in beautiful cities. We went on that. We got a discount for that. We went on the River Danube on a night cruise. We got discounts for that, all through this club. Every aspect of what we have and what you want out of your travel and more is covered.
Hold tight, you're slowly coming back to life. I've been giving you hell, I've been giving you hell, darling. Let go of all your haunted dreams tonight. I've been giving you hell, I've been giving you hell, darling. Hold tight, you're slowly coming back to life. I've been giving you hell, I've been giving you hell, darling. Let go of all your haunted dreams tonight. I've been giving you hell, I've been giving you hell. I won't let you down. Everyone keeps a darker place to lose control. You're not too.
I think that music might have woke you up. I am sorry. It was really loud. I wasn't expecting that. This is the trip that we've just got back from, and I had to add it onto tonight's Zoom. £593 that should be for one adult for 4 nights. We paid £27. Now we got 2 rooms. My sister has an account with us, and we got 2 rooms. So double that up. I've made a saving myself of over £1,000, and I've managed to take my 4 kids away. And it's honestly, the memories that we've made are just absolutely priceless. And it's just been an incredible experience. But what I love about the World Tours, if you are interested in the business side of things, you saw the pictures there. None of those pictures, by the way, are from the website. They've been taken by us. They're all real-time pictures. And the pictures at the end, they're just some of the people that have a membership. There were members from the US, from Spain, from the UK, and from France. And we met all of them. It's like bringing people together all over the world that have got like a common sort of idea of how they want to live their life. And it's a beautiful thing, honestly. It's such a beautiful thing to experience. Now, I normally ask people what you would pay for access to these services at this point. I have multiple answers to this each time I ask it. And you can drop it in the chat if you want to. You don't have to, don't worry. But I've had people say it's got to cost like thousands of pounds. It's got to cost at least a couple of thousand each month. Nothing like that. What would you pay? I mean, what would you pay? You would, for the memories that I've made over the past week with my children, there isn't a price that I could possibly pay, possibly add on to that. But these are the prices you're looking at. The most popular membership is our Platinum membership. And I'm going to start with that one because that gives access to everything that you've seen so far. And there's a one-time payment of £199, and then it's £100 per month going on from that. If you think about the trips that I've shown you already, a single trip at the beginning in the Canary Islands, I think it was it? Oh no, Portugal, you're saving £3,000 on that trip. So you're already making the money back on what you might pay over a couple of years for your membership. But if you don't want access to all three of those, what you can consider is a silver membership. What that gives you access to is £39 as a one-off payment and then £39 every month after. That gives you access to the search engine only. So the trips that I've mentioned, like the one where we've just been to Spain, the Budapest trip, you wouldn't have access to that. It gives you access to the search engine only. Why people find the Platinum so popular is because it gives you at least 80% discount. The mid-range option gives you at least 50% discount. And I'll be honest with you, people have thought, not sure, need to see it in action, need to actually use it to know that it's real and that it works. Going to go middle ground, and they take a titanium membership. Still get access to all three of the platforms that I've shown you. You get at least 50% savings. It's £54 a month, so it sounds really reasonable. Within a couple of months, they're upgrading because they can get to the places that I've mentioned on this Zoom. They can get there quicker. So that's the only difference between the titanium and platinum. But what I tend to do before I allow anyone to go further with this, what I tend to do is have a one-to-one chat with you so that we can work out numbers as to exactly how much you can afford. And on average, it's said that people put £130 away a month for travel. So it's just like having a platinum membership in a way, but you're saving 30 quid as well. And we look at what trips you want to take and how much you want to save. And then we do the sums, we do the numbers. But what's really good, as a platinum member, as any member of our membership, you can actually get it for free as well. So if you know 3 people that would like to save money on the travel like I do, and you introduce those 3 people as a platinum member, for example, then you are then earning enough every single day to cover the membership cost. Now, as an example, I joined this company 5 years ago. It's just been my anniversary. And I paid for the first 2 months and I've never paid for it since. So I still had all those points building up. I've still had access to everything else that you've seen tonight. I've just not needed to pay anything out of my bank account. And that's because I introduced 3 people through our referral scheme straight away. It's a really effective way of doing things because it's really natural as well. When you share the trips that you're taking, people are interested. They want to know how they can go on beautiful trips and save money because money is tight at the moment and it works. So just to give you a bit of a rundown as to how the platinum membership works in terms of the points that you accrue each month, you know, when you pay your subscription, it's doubled up by the company, returned to you in points. You get 250 points on the platinum membership when you enroll. You receive 250 points every single month. So as they start to add up, I give a guideline of roughly 4 to 5 months before you can get the top prices that I've shown, like the Canary Islands for £6 for a week. Take you about 4 or 5 months to get enough points to be able to apply that to those points. And then whilst you're taking your trip, you're still accruing more points. And it, as a guideline, I'd say the basic membership would give you access to a few weekends away where you're saving a little bit of money, not a massive amount. The titanium will give you 2 weeks away a year, like big holidays where you're saving a decent amount of money. Platinum will give you at least 4 weeks away where you are saving you've got the highest possible discount you can ever get in travel. Like I said, there's no other company that offers this either. Now, just as an example of a world tour, how this all works and how it all sort of fits together. This world tour is, I think it's Thailand, and it's a 5-star hotel and it's exclusive to us. Now, the retail rate, if you went onto one of those search engines, it's in dollars. I've not done the exchange for this. I do apologize, but it's $2,831 is the retail rate if you went on a search engine. If you go through our search engine, remember it takes away any commissions, you're going to pay $949 because the commission for this particular trip is $1,882. We don't need commissions because of the way the business works. We don't need to add commission. So you're going to pay £949 through our search engine. So it's massive saving. However, if you want to use it as a world tour, so those points that are accruing every single month, after 5 months, 4 or 5 months, you can get this down to $299. And you then redeem 1,300 points. And this includes a daily buffet breakfast, ocean view room, and all the taxes are included with the hotel. So there's no hidden extras. So you can see the effectiveness of all the different aspects. You can actually combine the different things that we do as well, but that's something that I can talk to you separately about. If there are any questions, now is the time to ask them. But I would like to thank you very, very much for jumping on. And if this is something that's been shared with you, please get back to the person that has shared it with you and have a chat with them.